Unit 4, Formative 2, Day 2. Today we're going to be multiplying a monomial times a polynomial. Remember, a monomial means that it only has one term. Polynomial can have any terms. It can have 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay, so let's get started. First things first, we got to remember the difference between adding and subtracting. Okay, so when you are adding, you do not change the exponents. You just add like terms. When you are subtracting, you distribute the negative and then add like terms. But when you're multiplying, okay, you got to remember over here, x times x equals x to the second power. Remember, we're adding those exponents. Okay, so when we're distributing this, so number one, it's just distributing, 3x times 2x. We're timesing. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, and x times x is x to the second. Okay, and then you take 3x times 4. Well, 3 times 4 is positive 12, and since there's just an x, you just put an x there. Okay, then you look at the end and say, okay, can I combine like terms? I can't, so I'm done. Number 2, I'm going to distribute the 5y. So 5y times 6y to the second. So 5 times 6 is 30. Y times y to the second. You can do this if you want. Y to the first times y to the second makes y to the third. Okay, 5y times negative 4y. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. Y to the first and y to the first makes y to the second. Okay, and then 5y times 2 is 10y. Alright, you look at the end. Can I combine like terms? No, so I'm good. Last one we're going to do today. Negative m times 4m to the third minus 2m to the second plus 8m. You're going to take that negative m and distribute. Negative is like a negative 1m to the first. Okay, so negative 1m times 4m is negative 4. And then m to the first and m to the third makes m to the fourth. Okay, and then you have negative 1m and negative 2m to the second. Okay, so you have negative 1m times negative 2, which is positive 2. M to the 1 plus 2 is 3. And then you have negative 1m times 8m, which gives you a negative 8m to the second. Okay, so that is distributing. So you got to remember, when we're adding and multiplying, it's two completely different things. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Number 4, 3p times 2p minus 4, and then negative 6p times 3p to the second minus 4p plus 8. Okay, I forgot to put this problem in, so I'm just adding it in real quick at the end. All right, so I'm going to distribute the 3p. 3p times 2p. 3 times 2 is 6. P times p is p to the second. 3p times negative 4. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And then just keep your p. Okay, so I distribute those first. And now I go over here and I distribute a negative 6p. So you have negative 6p and 3p to the second gives you a negative 18. P to the, this is 1, that's 2. So p to the third. And then negative 6p times negative 4p. Negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. P to the 1 and 1 make 2, p to the second. And then negative 6p and 8 gives you a negative 48p. Okay, now we got to go through and we got to combine like terms. Okay, so you always start with your highest degree. So your negative 18p to the third. Is there anything that's going to combine with that? No, because there's no other p to the third, so just keep it out front. Negative 18p to the third. Then you have 6p to the second. Well, that's going to go with positive 24p to the second. Well, positive 6 and positive 24 gives you a positive 30p to the second. Remember, when we're adding and subtracting, we don't combine those exponents, so we just keep them what they were. And then you have a negative 12p, which will go with a negative 48p, which will give you a negative 60p. Okay, so when there's multiple parentheses, you're going to have to combine like terms at the end.